supposed to wear a mask.
Everybody, is there anybody here? Hey, Martinez, Joe, Noah, what's going on? John Hine, Marie, what's up? Gary's probably here. Gary, what's going on? Sam, top notch. Happy National Unicorn Day, everybody. So we're trying things a little different today. I'm not balancing my phone on my knee. I have my tripod set up, so both hands are free. I'm still working on how I'm going to display the chat room. So just bear with me a second. Oh man, I got an itchy nose. Means I'm going to get in a fight, right? Okay. I have an old tablet, and it is like it's an old Kindle Fire, and I'm trying to pull up the chat on there. Not working. So I am going to X out. I'm just going to use the TV. So I'm going to close this, turn that off. Sav, what's going on? White Trash Jedi, what's up? Yeah, right? Where's Joey Baseball? I need to be yelled at about how great Ugly Dolls is and, how everything's a scam. So, what's going on, everybody? Oh, this is so much nicer not balancing the camera on my leg. Hey, Sav, what's up? Oh, Gary's watching Fraggle Rock. Nice. Oh, man. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. It's early. There's only 11 people so far, but hopefully we get some more people in the house. What you got going on today? Nah, same thing as every day. Not much. Nope. Bridget just went. She had an appointment to go to, and then she's running the post office for me, and then doing some grocery shopping. So I know we're gonna watch. We're hopefully finally gonna watch the Lion King remake today. And I also I pulled out a giant stack of movies and kept adding to it all week. Um, we're down to two movies, so Lion King and hopefully Silver Linings Playbook. I've just been wanting to revisit that. I've seen it, but I like it. Sav's drinking a beer. You know, it's funny. I thought about cracking a beer open, but it's 10 in the morning, so I'm gonna not seem like an awful person drinking a beer at 10 a.m. So I have iced tea. Marie said it's rainy there. Yeah, it was 73 here in Pennsylvania yesterday. It was beautiful, and then we got rain in the afternoon, and it cooled it off. I think it's like a high of 55 today. So definitely a difference. Did E.T. make you cry? Noah asked. No, it did not. Happy Passover. Oh, today's Passover. Happy Passover, everyone. Marie says she stays home to get all Joe Martinez packages. Joe gets a lot of packages? I didn't know that. During these times, I won't allow myself a beer after 5 o'clock. I've been, so if you guys watch, you know I've talked about how I enjoy sour beers. Um, there's a company called Duclaw Brewery. I think they're out of Baltimore, Maryland. But they do a special sour beer every month. They came on the map last, I guess last year when they released Unicorn Farts beer. It was a glitter sour beer, but it was mixed with fruity pebbles. It was pretty good for a sour. But they do a different special sour series. Every month they do a different flavor. And this month's is called Oh Yeah. And it's like a Hawaiian punch sour beer. It's like actually made with 8 different kinds of fruit juice. So I've been looking and making phone calls around in the area and trying to find it. Hopefully, I will get my hands on some soon because I'm very excited to try it. Kyle, good morning. Somebody had said something else. Yeah, Marie can't drink beer or alcohol because of her. What do you have, Marie? Is it celiac disease you have, or is it a gluten allergy? I forget. I know Joe's told me before. I just don't remember. Yeah, Joe, I have my bodyguard set aside to watch. Um, RJ will be here. We're getting him tomorrow at dinner time, and I think we're going to watch. I know he wants to watch the Dark Knight movies, so we'll watch those this week. Um, and I'm gonna go through my shelves and try to pull out some other stuff to watch. I know he's never seen Karate Kid movies. I'm pretty sure that's Khaleesi bumping against the table, so she just wants her presence to be known since you guys can't see her currently. But yeah, I think we're gonna watch Dark Knight movies. I keep wanting to show him Indiana Jones, but he really wants to see Dark Knight first. Oh, Crazy Joe's in the house. Movie Mad's here. Do you think Napoleon Dynamite is a masterpiece? Yes, Napoleon Dynamite. Marie says I have a high intolerance to corn, wheat, nuts, and dirt. Gotcha. Well, that sucks, Marie. Oh, thank you very much, Brent. I thought I was messing with the super chat setup because somebody made mention of it Tuesday that super chat wasn't working, and so I messed with it, and I guess it's working. So thank you very much, Brent. You're my first super chat. Thank you, man. That's awesome. Um, Movie Med watched Brightburn. He said it's a creepy movie. Look, say hi. Say hi. Look, look. Everybody say hi to Khaleesi. Um, Brightburn was okay. I wasn't expecting like a blatant evil Superman movie. I guess. Um, Somebody, hold on. Thank you very much, Brent. Though that's very much appreciated, especially with everything going on. Joe said my bodyguard with Serenity star Adam Baldwin. I guess so. I've never seen Serenity or Firefly. Not really something I'm interested in. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. Somebody asked about. I think Napoleon Dynamite is an absolutely a fantastic film. Um, it's a movie I went and saw multiple times in theaters. Come on, Khaleesi. With different groups of my friends every time, just to show them what the movie was all about. And it's not for everyone, but I just think like RJ enjoys it. I think the humor in that movie is held up over time. It doesn't need to be vulgar. It's a PG movie, I believe. So yeah, I think it's one of it's a great movie, and the dance scene is fantastic. Brent asked favorite '80s movie. I'd probably say, based on the list of my favorite movies, it would either be Stripes or Khaleesi. Man, it's like the table's set up in front of me, and she just needs to run into it and shake the camera. Back to the Future or Stripes would be my favorite '80s movie. Sev saw The Invisible Man, really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a really good movie. Um, I definitely think it was a good movie. Back to the Future for me, based on the fact that it's my favorite movie and it's from the '80s. Yeah, I mean, on my letterbox, I have my top four movies, and that always kind of changes in my head. Um, but Back to the Future, Stripes. I think I have Goodfellas and of course Rounders up there, but they're except for Rounders being my favorite, they're kind of interchangeable. Best film featuring a unicorn. Collecting with Hammer asks. I don't know. I was talking to Bridget before she headed out, and she goes, "Look up and see like what national days are today." Um, and the one that made the most sense was National Unicorn Day. I was trying to take a screenshot with my finger going like that, but it looked really awful. So I don't know. Best film featuring a unicorn. I guess the Blade Runner artwork. Favorite John Candy movie? Brent asks. Oh man, Brewster's Millions. That's my favorite John Candy movie. Sev says best '90s movie, Rounders. Sam said give The Founder a watch. I've seen The Founder. It's very good. It makes you hate the guy. Was his name Ray Koch. It makes you not like him because he did some very slimy business things. But John says I'm sad you didn't like Aquaman more. It's not that I hated Aquaman. Man, just watching Aquaman. First off, it's way too long. It's way too drawn out. It should not be 2.5 hours. It should have been like an hour and 50 minutes. There's way too much filler and slow stuff. And I personally enjoyed the above ground scenes more than all the stuff underwater. I liked the stuff in the beginning of the movie. With the dad and all that. Um, yeah. Crazy Joe said 1 week from today will be sad. A week from today is National High Five Day, and we can't touch each other. National High Five Day with no high fives. Man, it's sad. I mean, it's it's definitely a different time we live in, and one day we'll look back and say, remember when the whole COVID-19 coronavirus thing was prevalent and what we had to do and what we went through, and hopefully we learn from it. Hopefully something positive comes out of this. I can tell you I've watched a lot of movies, and I think that's the first time the word slow stuff were ever attributed to Aquaman. No, that movie was mediocre at best, just like most DC movies. They're just not on the same level as Marvel films. I mean, Wonder Woman and Aquaman are probably two of the most overhyped, overrated movies of the last 10 years, in my opinion. So, Sarah, hi, how are you? Yeah, you can do air high fives. Booth Babe Greg's in the house. What's going on, Greggy? God, your taste is terabyte, says Crazy Joe. I love you anyway. Dude, it's to each their own. I mean, I posted that I watched Tusk yesterday, and a lot of people were like, oh, that movie's so fantastic. It's so weird and blah, blah. That movie's horrible, in my opinion. It's weird. It shows you that Kevin Smith should maybe ease up on the weed, because that was the first movie he really made. Like Red State was good for. I enjoyed Red State for sure, but I think Tusk and then Yoga Hosers are definitely the two weakest points in Kevin Smith's filmography by like a long shot. Like all the VOSQ movies, even something like Cop Out, it's not great, but it's definitely better than the other stuff we're talking about. Yeah, so I agree, Joe. I think that Tusk is. He said, I've never seen Tusk. I heard it's unwatchable and yet still better than Yoga Hosers. Yes. But I will say with Yoga Hosers, in my opinion, the first 20 minutes of Yoga Hosers is entertaining with the two Colleens, I believe are their character names. I could be wrong there, but I think they're highly entertaining in the first 20 minutes, almost like a Clerks vibe, and then it just gets off the walls, BS crazy. So, Kyle says, hey, Rick, I'm waiting for Saturday because most of my stuff comes. Yeah, I have a few packages on the way. Hamilton Book put up some new stuff. I'm actually pretty excited. There was a movie I was talking about Tuesday on the live stream, and then I remembered after the live stream, I was like, oh man, Hamilton Book put new stuff up last night. Like, I gotta go see. And the movie Catch and Release that Kevin Smith has been talking about in the book I've been reading was on there for $5. So I grabbed it because, yeah, I mean, $5. But there was a few other things. I actually ordered a Scream Factory, which I think will be my first Scream Factory title that goes on the shelves. And then I ordered a really cool steelbook that allowed me to condense 5 spots into one. I'm not going to spoil that yet because, like I said, it'll be in an upcoming video. The other thing I want to mention to you guys, and I have to get caught up on the chat in a second too. Um, is I have like 7 or 8 videos recorded and uploaded. So you guys will be seeing a bunch of new content for me. There was a lot of stuff that I was backlogged on and I recorded videos for. So if you guys are watching and you're like, oh, I hope Brick's not out hunting, the stuff is either uh, stuff that before everything went, haywire and I went hunting and got, or it's stuff that I've gotten in packages and a lot of that I mentioned. Plus, this weekend on Saturday, I will be dropping my Star Wars video where I talk about my experience through all the Star Wars and I give my rankings. So that's dropping Saturday. A lot of you guys have been asking for that video for a while. So that is definitely the next video I'm uploading. I'm even putting that ahead of like 3 other videos I've already uploaded. I just uploaded my February release review video the other day. I have to record my March one. I recorded videos after the live stream on Tuesday, but by the end of the third video, my throat started getting all gruff from talking for basically 2+ hours. And I was like, I can't film my March review video because I have like 20 some movies to talk about and my voice would just go. So, Booth Babe Greg says, first Stream Factory, now you need more. I don't know about that, man. I don't. The price was so good on this one. I think I paid $12 for it, and it's a movie I've never seen, but I heard good things. Um, William William asks, "What is National Unicorn Day?" It was a day I looked up, and I wanted to see what national days were today, and today's apparently National Unicorn Day. So yeah, Tomas, what's going on? Brent says, "Did you like the Good Boys movie?" Yes, I thought Good Boys was a very entertaining movie. Let me see something here. Bear with me, guys. Tusk is hot trash. I'm just getting caught up. I think I missed some stuff. Martinez, Joe, and Marie are getting Megapodtastic shirts. Very cool. I bought John Hine asked, where did you get Catch and Release? HamiltonBook.com. They actually shipped out my order the next day too. So, and they only charge $4 for shipping flat. Look up their Blu-rays. They have tons of Arrow, Scream Factory. They get out of print stuff. Some of the stuff goes right away because it's out of print and it gets gobbled up. Um, Booth Babe Greg says, I can't wait to go back to hunting. Oh man, it's such a bummer too. They're saying, this could last through the summer, which would be horrible if that was the case. But man, I can't wait. I was so excited about yard sale season and everything and just seeing my friends and hunting and yeah, it's such a bummer. I've been watching Dave's old videos to remember the good times of going out on hunting adventures. Brent says, "Did you like the Smurfs movie?" I remember the first one being okay. I don't even know if I saw the second one. Crazy Joe, Catch and Release. Wasn't that the movie where the great Jennifer Garner Kevin Smith feud started that ended in Ben Affleck not talking to Kevin Smith for years? It's my understanding that it stemmed from after that. I mean, that was the basis because in the book he talks about how he wasn't talking to Affleck much, but he came to set and they chatted, and his mom was on set. But I think it was after that, Joe. But I think that was the birthplace of it. Brian says, when does Bad Boys 3 come out? I know it comes out in April, I'm pretty sure. I'm just not positive when. Maybe the 21st? My sister Nicole's here. Nicole, what's going on? It's also National Winston Churchill Day. I did not know that. Geriatric Geek, what's going on, sir? How are you? Blu-ray snob, don't get me started on Playing with Fire. That was tough. Tomas says, what other movies are you looking forward to coming out this year if they come out besides Tenet? There's a lot of stuff coming out. Well, it was supposed to come out this year. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know what's going to come out. It's, I I don't know. I can tell you that as of right now, my 2020 ranked list is going to be it's going to be tough to do a best of and worst of 2020 at the rate we're going. John Bowles is in the house. What's going on, John Bowles? Devil Wears Prada is a good movie, Noah. Stay tuned for an upcoming video. I may have added that to my collection. If you guys didn't know, um, secondspin.com was going out of business and they had a 60% off sale before FYE officially bought them out. And I got a box of stuff from them. Pretty cool. And I went on the website to maybe order some more, and they're officially closed. But I was very happy with what I got. Stay tuned. Upcoming video in the next month or so. Nicole says, not much, exhausted, but I'm up. How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Sev says he has to go. Someone backed into my car. That sucks, Sev. Hopefully everything's all right. No, I didn't like the scene where John Cena was trying to poop holding a child. That was that was basically that's how you sum up that movie. Got a sweet horror box set coming today in the mail that's autographed by a director. Martinez Joe says, spoiler. I know what it is. I know what it is. Marie said 2020 best and worst list. Best what actually came out, worst what didn't. Actually, there's been a lot for the worst list. There have been a lot of 1.5 star and below movies in 2020 so far. Crazy Joe says Onward, Harley Quinn, and Invisible Man are going to be the three best films of 2020. You don't even have the best movie of 2020, Crazy Joe. I agree that Onward, Invisible Man, and Harley Quinn, as of right now, would be if I did a top 5 of 2020, but you don't have the best movie of 2020, man. Matt says, with slip or no slip on Devil Wears Prada? It's no slip. It cost me $2, so... Collecting with Hammer says, friend, oh man, the French Dispatch 2020 anticipated. I know you aren't a Wes Anderson fan. No, I think that movie looks like all of his other movies. Man, I'm not a fan. I should put the remote in my mouth, says John Bowles. Which one, John? I have the little one, so that would be similar to you. Or I got the big one. Should be similar to myself. Oh, this channel just got weird, guys. You think On Demand has Parasite with subtitles because I really want to see it, but I'm unsure. Blu-ray Snob says. Blu-ray Snob, do you have access to Hulu? Because it's my understanding that Parasite is on Hulu now. Tomas says, honestly, I can't wait for movie theaters to be open again. I work at movie theaters, an independent theater. So, Tomas, I said the same thing. Bridget and I were at a food store the other day, and it was the one right by the movie theater we went to. And I actually drove in front of the movie theater and just stopped for a minute. And like, it's just depressing that they're not open. It's truly a bummer. I want to rewatch The Turning. I just can't believe what I watched yet. The Turning was definitely horrible. Will be on the worst of the year list. Invisible Man is easily the best film I've seen in 2020. But Crazy Joe, you're missing the top, man. You're missing the top. Amazon said if you order a package, it might be delayed a month or maybe 2 because it's coronavirus. Yep. You have to be careful when you order what your delivery date is, because Bridget was expecting something like the 3rd or 4th week of April, and it all came yesterday. So I think they're just under promising, over delivering, maybe. So it's like a car crash. I can't look away, drooling. Been watching Homecoming with Julia Roberts on Amazon Prime. Haven't seen it. Martinez Joe hit the nail on the head, Crazy Joe. The Gentleman. The Gentleman is the best movie of 2020 that I've seen so far. Hands down, the best movie of the year so far, with Onward probably a close second in my opinion. But The Gentleman was fantastic. I can't wait to get it on 4K. I guess everybody's watching me take care of those remotes. Sav, I'm not sure when I'm going live. Sometime next week. but I can't guarantee when. Hopefully, everything works out with your car. My family owned theaters selling popcorn to make ends meet. Noah Kaser said. Yeah, The Gentleman. Well, if Aladdin's your favorite Guy Ritchie movie, maybe you should skip out on The Gentleman because that's probably the worst Guy Ritchie movie I've seen. Uh, you, have you not seen Snatch or Lock, Stock or well, you haven't seen The Gentleman, but I haven't seen The Lodge yet. I do want to see The Lodge. I need to see Bloodshot. I need to see The Way Back. I definitely have 2020 stuff that I need to catch up on. Blu-ray Snob says the new Candyman movie looks great. I agree. Oh, I just have an issue. Collecting with Hammer says I liked Aladdin. I know most don't. No, Crazy Joe. I said Aladdin is the worst Guy Ritchie movie, not The Gentleman. What was I saying before? My issue with the live action Disney movies, and it's why I've put off watching The Lion King for so long, is like they just feel unnecessary. Why can't we come up? Look at Onward. It's an original movie. Like, why can't we come up with original movies? Um, these remakes and then them changing the Aladdin story with Jasmine. It's just unnecessary. Joey, we were all looking for you earlier, man. What's going on? Was it though, Joe? I don't. I don't think Aladdin was very well received. I know RJ went and saw it in the movies with his mom, and he was bored out of his mind. Marie says, "Fun fact: I've actually watched more Pippi Longstocking as a little girl than Bambi. These remakes are unneeded, and the story really is the same, nothing different." Yeah, I mean, Aladdin made $1 billion, but it's Disney. I mean, Mulan will probably make $1 billion, and Mulan looks like I have no interest in Mulan. Like, I just, so frustrating. Yeah. Anyway, Kyle says he was watching an old live stream with a blank me sandwich. And there you go, Joe. So he said, Crazy Joe says, Dumbo is Disney too, and that didn't make much. No, but it's the best live action Disney movie because they did something different with the story and didn't just rehash an animated movie. Tomas says, I despise The Lion King so much. It was actually my least favorite movie of 2019. I can't get on board with that, Tomas. I mean, I haven't even seen it, and there's definitely been a lot of horrible movies that came out last year, like Playing with Fire and The Haunting of Sharon Tate and stuff. How is Booth Babe Beth and the Booth Babe dog during these tough times? Lady and the Tramp was the weakest. Uh, I won't even watch Lady and the Tramp. I'm just no. That, and there's the second best. Martinez Joe says The Jungle Book is the only live action Disney remake I like. I mean, I agree with that. RJ's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I'm not even a huge Tim Burton fan, and I liked the Dumbo movie. If Soul goes to on demand instead of movies, would you rent it for $20? They're not going to do that. If Disney wouldn't release Mulan, which I don't think is going to do well in the box office, especially in the U.S., it might do well overseas. If they're not even going to release that on Disney Plus, RJ, why are you saying Tim Burton's hot trash? You like Tim Burton, man. I think you're confused. Tim Burton made Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands and the first two Batman movies. I think you're a fan. J2H here? Oh, J2H threw me off. He said I thought it was RJ that said that because his thing looks the same. Not all Tim Burton's hot trash. Sorry about that. It was a mix up. Mulan doesn't even have Mushu. What's the point? Well, fun fact: I've never seen the animated Mulan. I'll eventually watch it. Say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Sweeney Todd and Ed Wood are also amazing. I've actually never seen either. Sweeney Todd, I am curious to watch, and yeah, maybe in the near future. Oh, is that true, Noah? Noah says My Spy is going straight to Amazon Prime. Um, I actually wanted to see My Spy, even though I have a feeling it's going to be awful. What do we know when? Because I know The Lovebirds is supposed to come to Netflix, and they never released a date of when it's coming to Netflix. And I want to see it. I don't think it's going to be good, but I want to watch it. Greg says, "Ew, cats." So funny story. When Bridget and I were moving in together, Khaleesi's Bridget's cat. See you, Tomas. Um, I'm allergic to cats and dogs. I love dogs. I've never been a cat person, and I was very scared slash hesitant to move in with a cat. And the cat's not allowed in our bedroom. That's a rule because if it got on my cat fur got on my pillow, it would be awful. Um, and so yeah, I was very hesitant to live with the cat. Not really a cat person. Definitely took some getting used to, but I've actually I'm quite a fan of Khaleesi, except she can be annoying or a pest sometimes. But I think that's all animals. They're not human. Um, man, Crazy Joe. I just think you and I are two different peas in a pod, man. I think Mulan was going to be a flop, like a major flop in the U.S. Overseas, yes, I could see it doing very big numbers, but in the U.S., I think Mulan was going to be horrible, box office wise. So, but that's just I would watch the trailers, and the 2-minute trailer would bore me. Like I was just like, really? Yeah. Box office tracking isn't always right. Trust me. Ollie says worst film of the year so far is either what? Ollie, what did you say? Gosh. I don't believe anything Disney says about any of their movies. I'll just I really just I'm on the verge of just protesting every live action Disney movie. So the other thing I wanted to talk about earlier was Aquaman on 4K probably will not make my shelf. Not that we were talking about earlier. I didn't hate the movie. I think I ended up giving it a 3 out of 5, which was probably the right, the right number. But I don't think that it'll make my shelf because I don't see myself ever watching it again, which could be controversial. But G2H says I'm high. Um, yeah, no. I mean, Shazam's a much better movie. I think I'd rather even sit and rewatch Suicide Squad over Aquaman because it doesn't overstay its well. It's not good, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. I looked at what I've rated all the DC movies, and they've all been between like a 2.5 and a 3.5, as opposed to Marvel movies that are usually anywhere from a 3 to a 5. So, yeah, Bulletproof 2 I won't watch. Um, it's it's nothing I would watch. The rhythm section was pretty brutal. Joey Baseball says Aquaman hot trash. I'm not gonna say it's hot trash, but it's just not great. Well, no, great, but in my opinion, the lesser Marvel movies are better than the best DC movies for the most part. Like if I ranked all the Marvel movies and then integrated DC movies, Shazam has been my favorite DC movie, and that would probably be at like 15 to 20 in the Marvel ranking, in my opinion. What about Joker? I don't consider Joker a DC universe movie. Yeah, so John Hine brings up a point. Um, the rooftop scene in Italy was freaking awesome. I agree, and I think that all the stuff above ground in Aquaman was good to great. Like the Italy scene, the scene in the beginning where he's like hanging out at the bar with his dad, and then the whole water comes up and surrounds the car. Like I liked all that, but all the stuff that happens underwater wasn't good in my opinion. It was drawn out. It was, you know, it just felt eh. Um, the worst DC movie was Suicide Squad. Yeah, Wonder Woman I think was highly overhyped, widely overhyped. Like I'm not even excited about Wonder Woman 1984. When they announced that that could come to streaming, I was like, "Yep, go ahead." Like, because I'm not going to see it in theaters. I won't. I think that movie was overhyped, and I think it was a propaganda movie to an extent. I need to see that, Joe. I haven't seen Watchmen. It's in my to watch pile for sure. Propaganda might not have been the right word there. I don't know if I want to say a propaganda film, but it definitely was a movie that they were trying to feminist agenda movie, probably. If I ranked the best superhero movies ever made, a minimum of three DC movies would be in the top five. Well, Shazam is not one of the top five superhero movies of all time. No, that's no. I think Infinity War and Endgame possibly would be in the top five. I think Dark Knight would be in there. Um, I'd probably put Guardians in there. But anyway. Is it too much to ask an actress to play Wonder Woman who can actually act? I can't disagree with you on that one, Joey Baseball. Gal Gadot is not a great actress. That's for sure. She's beautiful, but not a great actress. Most of the DCU movies are highly overrated, Ollie says. I don't think they're overrated because I don't think there's, well, man. Wonder Woman and Aquaman, definitely overrated. Batman vs. Superman was a bit of a disappointment. Um, Gal Gadot's a terrific actress. Come on, Joe. Dude, bro. You are drinking the DC Kool-Aid. You were drinking that DC Kool-Aid. Doctor Strange would be on Martinez Joe's list. Doctor Strange is really good. I've never seen a Man of Steel. I'm not a Superman fan. Spider-Man 2, that's another really good one. I need to revisit Doctor Strange. I don't think I've rewatched Doctor Strange since I saw it in the movies. So, so what else is going on, guys? What's new? What's hot? What's happening? I'm trying to figure out. I was telling Bridget, I don't know how I'm going to do my April review video because what's today's date? Like the 9th? I want to say we've watched like 15 to 20 movies already in April. So I might have to split my April review video into like 2 or 3 parts because um, there is um, so many movies coming out. No, so many movies, just so many movies that I can watch right now because of what's going on. Crazy Joe says Doctor Strange is my third least favorite Marvel movie. Oh man, there's a Marvel movie I haven't seen because I know I'm going to hate. I'm very hesitant to watch. I still haven't seen Doctor Sleep yet, Jacob. 15 to 20, that's it. Yeah, yeah, 15 to 20 in the first 9 days of the month. It might actually be more. I have 12 movies over on my shelf, but we've watched some documentaries on Amazon Prime. Um, we watched something on streaming, so oh, I see. I enjoy the Ant-Man movies. I like the second one better than the first one. Um, well, yeah. Jacob, when's your quarantine technically start? Because I've watched all 11 Star Wars movies, which I'm not even including in my review videos. And like I said, I have two like stacks like this I've seen, plus stuff on streaming. So, plus I've watched Tiger King. I watched um, I'm Not Okay with This. I watched Love is Blind. I've watched some Black Mirror in addition to all the movies. Yeah, so you've been in for like 2.5 weeks. I'm just talking about the first 9 days of this month, like not including Star Wars movies. If I go back, I've probably seen like 30 to 35 movies since the 23rd. Uh, yes, I've seen Your Next, John. I really enjoy that movie. Did anyone guess what Marvel movie I have not seen? What movie I'm scared to watch? What movie? The only Marvel movie I've never seen. I have not watched The Witcher. Not really familiar with it. I disagree, Joe. See, I like that kind of stuff. I thought I'm Not Okay with This was fantastic from beginning to end. I Nope. Nicole got it. Thor: Dark World. Never seen it because it's so funny. I hate the first Thor movie. Probably the bottom of my Marvel list if I had to rank them. Um, but I've heard that Thor: Dark World is such an awful movie. Um, and then Thor: Ragnarok is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Probably top five, top seven Marvel movies. But I've never watched Thor: Dark World because I heard if I hated the first Thor movie, I'm gonna hate Thor: Dark World even more. Um, so yeah, I mean, obviously Thor: Dark World is a crucial part, like Jacob just said, of Endgame and Infinity War. But yeah, I've never seen it. I'll eventually watch it, but ooh, yeah, I love Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok's fantastic. I think I'm just a sucker for the comedic, entertaining superhero movies. I mean, obviously, Avengers Endgame and Dark World, or Endgame and Infinity War, fantastic. But I love both Guardians movies and Thor Ragnarok. Um, See, I didn't hate Captain Marvel. I know it gets a lot of flack, but I didn't hate it. Yeah, yeah. Well, Joe says Thor is his first favorite. Oh, man, what? You're nuts. Super is a great superhero movie. I agree. Black Panther. I didn't hate Black Panther, but the whole Disney basically buying it a Best Picture nomination. That I agree with Joey Baseball on, where he says that Oscars are bought, not won. I think Oscar nominations are bought and not won, and I think the Black Panther is the best example of a movie being um, overrated and buying an Oscar nomination. In recent history, that sticks out to me. Who knew this was going to turn into a superhero debate chat? Well, they just announced. I just got a message sent to my phone that Pennsylvania students will not go back to school this year. So that's ridiculous. I mean, it is what it is, but I just like it bums me out. My sister is graduating high school this year, so my sister's going to lose out on um my sister's going to miss out on her prom, which probably isn't as big of a deal to her, but missing out on your graduation really sucks. Um, and some people say it's overrated and overhyped. Yeah, but I mean, it's a very important part of your life. Whether at the time it seems like such a big deal, and later on you're like, no, I just got a piece of paper, and but it's still a part of your, you know, childhood slash development that I feel like you shouldn't lose out on. So I'm hoping if things get back to normal in the summer, that they'll do some kind of graduation for her class. Um, yeah, it just sucks. Like RJ starts. Oh, what are they calling it? Distance learning or whatever they're calling it. This year or this week, so that'll be interesting. I'll be hanging out with him, seeing what that's all about. I'm kind of curious. Um, J2H. William asks, what am I going to watch today? I think on the docket is the Lion King remake and Silver Linings Playbook because I've been wanting to rewatch it. Martinez Joe says, Rick, you've been watching more horror that I enjoy seeing and hearing your thoughts when you're going out of your comfort zone and trying more obscure. I mean, I will say, I talked about it Tuesday in the live stream. Haunt was a fantastic movie. I wish it had gotten a Blu-ray release. I don't know if I would pay full price of for a DVD, but I would definitely grab Haunt on DVD to add to my collection for the right price. I'm still mad I lost out on it. Lost out on it at the 75% off sale at Walmart because I would have been able to get it for like $3.75. Um, yeah, my sister just mentioned in the live chat. My cousins, my one cousin's graduating college, and my other cousin, their brother and sister, are graduating high school. So they're both going to lose out on graduating college and high school graduations. Like it just sucks. It's like I said, it's is it overrated? Yes, but it's still something everybody should experience. Ollie says he just ordered Knives Out and Ford vs Ferrari. Both are awesome movies. I'm waiting to get a copy of Ford vs Ferrari. Um, Ford vs Ferrari on 4K. Um, William says, in my hometown of Bay City, Texas, the school year's over and seniors have to repeat the year over just because of coronavirus. That's wild. Like, have them go back to school for 3 months and finish out the year. Don't make them. I don't know. Um, yep, Silver Linings shot in Delaware County. Very true. J2H ditches prom date and watch the UFC fights. Rick, I'll pay you money not to watch Buried Alive. I don't have Tubi TV. I don't know what Tubi TV is. Um, yep, John Hines says, didn't see us get that copy at the sale. Yes, he did. Oh, Bradshaw Studios Super Chat. Very awesome. Thank you, Bradshaw. First and foremost, he asks, have you seen The Great Dictator? I have not. I'm not familiar with that. What's the deal with that? What is it? Somebody said Knives Out is so good. Oh, it's Jacob. Yep, Knives Out is fantastic. Um, Jacob says I can tell someone doesn't listen to a podcast. I've listened to the first two episodes of the podcast, Jacob, because Joe talked about I'm not okay with this, and he reminded me that I wanted to watch it. So I definitely listen, and I listen to you guys talk about trailers for Black Widow and stuff. Joe says when this Corona stuff is over, you and I should do a Silver Linings Playbook location video. That'd be awesome. I would definitely love to do that. Knives Out is the best movie of the last year, in my opinion. Ollie says. Um, yeah, it was good. I don't know if I'd say it was the best movie, but it was definitely in my top video. Rob says Rick get Tubi. It's free, tons of good stuff. It does have ads, but they're not bad at all. Best legal free movie service. I don't know if I want to watch stuff with ads. I mean, I'm kind of spoiled. I have access to HBO Go, which will turn into HBO Now, I think, or HBO Max. I have access to Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime. I have access to a whole wall plus full of films. Do I need another app to overwhelm me and watch stuff on? I have Disney Plus, which, speaking of which, controversial hot take here. Uh, if anybody has talked to Dave, Cinema Sickness, did he did he get Disney Plus? He refused. He was pretty adamant that he was not going to get Disney Plus, and it looked like he watched Onward on Disney Plus. So, does anybody know? Did he get Disney Plus? Did he give in after Joe and I on live streams talked about how great of a deal it was? If I'm not mistaken, Joe and I both paid for 3 years of Disney Plus, and Dave thought we were crazy because we spent, what was it, Joe, like $150, $140 for 3 years because Bridget and I split the cost in half. Someone paid him a super chat for Disney Plus. There you go. Joey Baseball answers the question. Why not, Rick? You don't have to pay for it. So what's the harm of having another app? I'll see. I'll check it out. I'll see if it's available on my TV because I have a smart TV. Um, I just can't see sitting, especially if there's ads. That would just drive me nuts. I'm not going to sit there and watch ads through a movie. I know. I'm spoiled, but when I have, like, I don't even, the Hulu, we don't have ads. I don't, it drives me nuts when I have to watch 15 seconds of a YouTube ad, but I know that content creators make money from that, so I can at least respect that. Dave claims to love Star Wars, pays $200 for a lightsaber, but won't pay $6 a month to watch The Mandalorian. Tubi TV is worthless because of the ads. I tried it and I will continue pirating instead. Well, I don't agree with the pirating thing, Joey, but I've used torrents in a past life until I got a notice for downloading something, and then that was the last time I ever downloaded a torrent. Plus, I realized if you watch torrents, you're not supporting the movie industry, and yeah. If you have a Samsung Smart TV, more than likely it's not going to be on that TV. Now, Apple TV, yes. Well, I don't support Apple products, so I don't have Apple TV. But I do have a Samsung Smart TV, so I guess I'm out of luck. Mandalorian's a show I will watch eventually. I just need a Star Wars cleanse, like I was telling the guys in the group chat and Crazy Joe. Um, Watching all 11 Star Wars movies was fun. I enjoyed doing it. I was excited to see how they wrapped it all up. Um, where was I going with that? So I will watch Mandalorian eventually. I'm just not in a rush. Tubi's awesome. It's amazing. They have so much content. It's crazy, and the ads are barely. Yeah, but they're ads, man. I don't. uh, way to stick it to Buffalo Wild Wings. Show B Dubs who's boss, Jacob. Tubi TV is on Samsung. I mean, I'll try to download it, but I don't know if I'll ever use it. I'll mess with it. Here, let's see. Let's see here. You know what I've been watching recently, guys? Do any of you guys watch One Bite Pizza reviews? Let me know in the chat. I love One Bite Pizza reviews. The guy Dave who does them is hilarious. And since the quarantine started, he lives in New York, and they've been people have been sending him a bunch of packages, and he's been doing unboxings on Barstool Sports YouTube channel and on his own Instagram. And his oh man, his personality I just find to be so hilarious. Um, and Yep. Yes. Crazy Joe says, "Is that the guy who tore down Manco and Manco?" It's not that he. Okay, I downloaded Tubi. I'll mess with it afterwards. It's on my TV as we speak. So it's not that he tore down um, Manco and Manco, but he basically he. There you go, Joey. Watch. So when you guys are done watching this, go search One Bite Manco and Manco, and you can see that he goes, yeah, it's beach pizza. You can go to any beach and get this pizza. And that's what we tell Dave every time. Like, it seems like a special treat, but it's just beach pizza. It's not special. It is not great pizza. It's pizza. It's good. I mean, I just had Domino's last night, and guess what? It's fast food pizza. Domino's is fast food pizza, but but yeah, watch his review. Jacob says Super Size Me 2 is on Tubi. Yeah, it's also on Amazon Prime. And guess what? I got to watch it without commercials. So, bam! Martinez Joe says Rick rewatched Dave's German candy video with his wife. Like to see you, Joe, Dave do a Japanese candy video. I would do that. What's my favorite frozen pizza? Rob says. I'm a sucker for Red Baron. Um, I like Red Baron pizza, but I'm very intrigued. I've been watching his One Bite reviews, and he just did Wegmans, and he gave it like an 8 something, and I've never had Wegmans pizza. We went out and bought Newman's Own pizza because we had never had that, and he gave it like a 7.4. And um, we went and got that, and it was really good for frozen pizza. Yes, Joey, Ugly Dolls is on Hulu. I'm going to try to watch it in the next couple weeks, man. Okay, I promise. I'm going to try to watch it. To be fair to Mango and Mango, the last time I was there, it was awesome. The time before that was awful. I guess it depends on when you go. Yeah, because the time we all went, my pizza was like lukewarm, was not good. Rob says I love lots of matzah. Yeah, we don't have that here. So it's also cool watching the One Bite reviews to see all these pizzas I've never heard of before. There's no pizza that compares to New Haven, Connecticut. Yeah, there's actually, I think there's a place in Pennsylvania that's also known as like the pizza capital of the world, and there's like 20 pizza spots within like a 3-mile bubble that I would like to do. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of Dave, the El Presidente. One Bite pizza reviews are fun. If they're not safe for kids. They're not safe for work if anybody's at work. But One Bite pizza reviews are fun. And like I said, He's been doing unboxing videos and he's been doing highlights on Barstool Sports, which is the company he owns. And they're like 25 to 35 minutes. He's been doing like 3 and 4 hour live streams. And they do like highlights of all the stuff he's getting. He's gotten a samurai sword, a machete. What else has he gotten? He got a fish last night, a pet fish that he named Randolph. So, yeah, go check out One Bite. You know, it's fun stuff. No, Joey, I can tell from the trailer that basically the point of the movie is that the dolls aren't ugly. Yep, I got the message in the 2 minute trailer. That's why I was really against watching it. But because you love it so much, I'm gonna go in with an open mind and watch it. Maybe I'll make RJ watch it. We'll see. Evan, what's going on, dude? Just checking. I keep checking my messages to make sure Bridget's not trying to get a hold of me. Looks like we're good. Yeah, somebody sent him a live fish in the unboxing, Joey, that was on that he did last night. I definitely enjoy this much more with the camera setup. Um, Not holding the camera on my leg and sitting uncomfortably, having both hands free. If I need to like get up and pull something off the shelf to show you guys or something like that, it's definitely it's nicer. The chat all of a sudden just stopped. Oh, there we go. Madhouse, yeah, I just picked out like a national holiday that was today, and apparently today's National Unicorn Day, so I figured it'd be fun to title the video that. John says, I know I keep mentioning it, but will you watch the Jesus Rolls? Yes, but I'm not going to pay the $7 or $8 to watch it. Maybe I'll borrow somebody's Fire Stick and watch it. What is your favorite Nickelodeon movie? Joey Baseball asks. Probably the original SpongeBob movie, and then second would be Good Burger. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. SpongeBob movie and then Good Burger. And Good Burger just holds a special place because I was like 12 or 13 when it came out. I watched all that. So. What do you mean, Madhouse? I'm not quite sure what you're trying to say. Yeah, Good Burger is funny. RJ likes it. He enjoys it. It's a family-friendly movie. So, Harriet the Spy's a movie I have not watched since I was a little kid. I remember having the orange tape as a youngster. Same thing with the Rugrats movie. I haven't watched that in a very long time. So, excuse me. Never was a big Hey Arnold fan, Jacob. That's just me personally. I'm just curious of how you got a lot of subscribers. I'm still below the bar, Madhouse says. I have a few thousand subs, Madhouse, and it's just, obviously, with Dave pimping my channel every time, I was in a video, helped. Just trying to have a social media presence, trying to, interact with friends and fans here, supporting other YouTubers. It's a community. And, I just, it's hard work. It's something I do as a side thing. Like, obviously, well, usually I work full time, but as right now I'm not. But, it's something I do for fun. I do it, I love the community, and it's something that I enjoy doing. So, I'm not sure if Nickelodeon made Wonder Park Crazy Joe. I haven't seen that yet. RJ had no interest in it. So it's just another movie that, if RJ is not, J2H, that sounded like a salty comment. I didn't like that comment, Jacob. That really made me upset. Um, yeah, if if RJ doesn't want to watch a movie, take care, Jeff. Collecting with Hammer. Go check out his channel later on. Give him a sub. Watch his videos. I just watched his video today. He had a great idea for a video. He did movies from my collection. I'm trying to watch in April, something along that line. Better worded than that. And it was different. It was something different, and I like the idea. It's an original idea, which is nice to see because there's only so many things you can do with movie videos, and he came up with something different. So go check out his channel, Collecting with Hammer. Um, what was I gonna say? I was saying something. Oh yeah, if RJ doesn't want to see an animated movie, usually unless Bridget or I want to see it, it just gets pushed to the wayside. So that's why I never watched Ugly Dolls. I had no interest in it. That's why I didn't watch Wonder Park because I have no interest in it. Unless it's something like Onward that I wanted to see. Regardless, I mean, RJ came with us, but you know, if it's an animated movie, it doesn't interest me. It doesn't interest RJ, then it doesn't get watched. So there's too many other movies that I want to see to watch animated stuff I could care less about. Like we watched Missing Link because we heard all this great stuff about Missing Link. It was okay. It wasn't anything fantastic. If I watch Ugly Dolls before Man of Steel, you got issues. Superman fan or not, I'm no interest in watching Man of Steel. So Arctic Dogs, yeah, like that's something I'll never watch. Rick, you'll love Ugly Dolls. It's a musical with some of the greatest 21st century singers. Oh, so singers like Adele singing it? Can you see the uncensored chats? I don't know if they're showing it. Probably not because I'm not on a computer and it's not showing. Well, Adele's the best singer of the 21st century. Kelly Clarkson's, she's okay. I don't love Kelly Clarkson. Well, Joe says he despises Man of Steel, so maybe I should watch it. I feel like Joe and I agree occasionally on stuff, but a lot of times we don't. And how big of a super chat to watch Man of Steel can you be bought? Jacob, you'll have to text me what you put so I can look at it after the stream or while. How much of a super chat to watch Man of Steel? Hold on a second. All right. So I have this copy of Man of Steel. Look at that. Martinez Jody, you got this? Woo! It got the lenticular. It got the lenticular. Still brand new, factory sealed. I would watch this for $10. I would watch it for $10, and I would watch it this upcoming week. I would make my son and girlfriend sit through it. Man of Steel wasn't that bad. Crazy Joe, are you still here? Oh, the crap's all over Superman. John Hines says $7.50. You got yourself a deal. If you super chat $7.50, I will watch the movie this week. Jonathan, what's going on, man? I watched one of Jonathan's videos today too, his March haul. Oh, Jacob, you always bring a smile to my face, sir, whether it can be seen or not. So, It took me 3 tries, but now I do appreciate it. Um, Somebody said like, I'm confused. Why do you own it if you'll never watch it? In my head, I'm a completist, so because I own the other DC Universe films, most of them. Plus, I think I got this dirt cheap in a bulk lot, and I initially, when I bought it, thought about probably selling it. But I was like, I haven't watched it. It does have Michael Shannon in it, which is probably the big selling point. And it's something that I'm not opposed to watching, but there's just so many other things that I would watch ahead of it. But like I said, I know I'll be watching the Dark Knight trilogy this week with RJ, but maybe I can squeeze in Man of Steel. It's a long week, and I could even maybe watch it tomorrow. John Hines says you can't use PayPal for super chats. What's your PayPal? I'll send it to you. My, if you're serious, John, my PayPal is downtomovie@gmail.com. DOWNTOMOVIE@gmail.com is my PayPal, if you're serious. Joey Baseball says The Dark Knight is too scary for RJ. He wants to watch it. He's seen A Quiet Place. I would watch it during the day with him. I, the one I'm not a big fan of Batman Begins, so I kind of am optimistic rewatching it. Um, I'm not trying to beg for money. Somebody just asked me a question, like somebody's like, "Give this tuber money." I'm not trying to do that. This isn't. I could list 100 other movies if I went through my shows that I want to watch before this. Somebody said I needed to watch it. They asked how much money it would cost. I said $10. He countered with 750, and if he wants to send me 750 to watch it, I will watch it. And then J2H is trying to talk him out of it. You guys are great. I love you guys. Maybe Begins in Dark Knight, but Dark Knight Rises might be too scary. If anything, I would see Dark Knight being scarier than Dark Knight Rises, but maybe that's just how I remember it. Did he really? John Hines says he sent it. Hold on. Looks like I'm going to be watching Man of Steel this week. John Hine, thank you very much. I'll be watching Man of Steel this week. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Just I don't get it. So I will watch Man of Steel. No, Joey, and he doesn't need to know that. Like, why would you? And it wasn't The Dark Knight Rises either. It was The Dark Knight. Just so you know. Was it The Dark Knight? Yeah, it was The Dark Knight where the mass shooting. The guy, James, with the stupid hair who thought he was the Joker. It was Dark Knight. Even if you hate it, I don't care. Supporting a channel I watch all the time. John, that's very kind of you. I really appreciate it. So, I think it's hilarious. Jonathan says that's hilarious. Getting paid to watch movies. Well, I'm shocked that somebody would do that, but I guess I can be bought. Jonathan. Noah says, "Did you enjoy any of WrestleMania?" So, I watched the first night of WrestleMania now, and I watched most of the second night. I have not seen the Edge match. I've not seen the Drew match. I haven't watched the SmackDown title match. So there were some things I enjoyed about WrestleMania. I thought the Firefly Funhouse match was fantastic. I thought that the Boneyard match was entertaining. The ladder match was fantastic. And the Rhea Ripley Charlotte match was really good. I will say that the best thing going in WWE, in my opinion, storyline wise, is the whole Otis and Mandy Rose thing. Which Drew match? Drew McIntyre, Jacob, and not the one against the Big Show either. I read about that, um, but I heard about his 5 minute match against Brock Lesnar. But the whole Otis Mandy Rose thing storyline, I really enjoyed it. It's been going since what, December? So it's a storyline that's lasted 4 months, almost 5 months. Like, that's the way WrestleMania storylines should be. They should culminate and be built up for months and months. Like, the whole Rusev Bobby Lashley thing, they really dropped the ball with that. They should have built that up to a WrestleMania match. Instead, Bobby Lashley jobbed out to Aleister Black, and Rusev's doing whatever he's doing. Um, but I don't know if you guys follow Mandy Rose on Instagram. She went live and did a live Instagram with Otis last night, which was pretty funny because they were both out of character, but he kept calling her his peach and stuff. So it was fun. I like the storyline. I think it's fun because it's like Booth Babe Greg says, it's like a Beauty and the Beast thing. Like, it's this absolute gorgeous knockout of a female wrestler, and she's with this 350-pound, 5'10" guy. So it's the whole like big guy gets the gorgeous girl storyline. I'm glad they didn't turn it where Otis gets embarrassed or she like calls Otis a fat pig behind the scenes. Like, it just seems like a fun storyline. They could have Mandy Rose be like his valet for a while, which would be fun. Yeah. Instead of Roman saying I'm next, and boom, title match. Yeah, the whole Roman backing out of WrestleMania thing definitely hurt that match. But that match was awful. I watched that as well. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Part of me says they shouldn't have done WrestleMania, but part of me gets why they did it. Like I said, it probably got a lot of subs to the channel. I signed up for a free month, even though I had canceled it so I could watch it. So, I have avoided reading about NXT last night, so please no spoilers, but I'm excited to watch the 6 women ladder match. And the 6 women ladder match, as well as the Gargano Ciampa match. I have to watch AEW from last night. I didn't watch that yet. Um, at least the right man won finally. Are you talking about Braun or are you talking about Drew? I like that they gave Braun a title, but it's basically a placeholder title, and then Roman Reigns will beat Braun when things go back to normal, in my opinion. People like Roman now. I thought he was hated. I don't like Roman Reigns, but um, it's just it's his character. I'm not a fan of. Yes, Jacob. Jacob sent me a text message. I wholeheartedly agree. I definitely enjoyed. Very nice. The Sith is back, Nats. No, but Rhea Ripley is a pretty gorgeous lady. I like her goth punk look. It's like, yeah, they're starting to drop it with Braun. He should be bigger than he is, in my opinion. Well, they've dropped it with a lot of guys. Look at what they did with Bray Wyatt. He should have never lost to Goldberg. Think about how think about how over the whole Fiend thing was when that first happened, and then they ruined it with the red lighting, and yeah, WWE drops the ball with a lot of wrestlers. Joey asked if I've seen the Vice TV documentary on the Benoit murders. I have not. I'm actually intrigued. I know they did one on Brawl for All recently. I don't have access to Vice, but I know some of them are on YouTube, and I do want to watch that. I've heard it's really good. Noah says, I enjoy Alexa Bliss for reasons. I enjoy her for reasons as well. She's probably my favorite WWE lady wrestler. You know who I have a real weak spot for? Jacob knows this. If you guys ever watch Impact, which I don't, but I follow her on Instagram, Jordan Grace. Jordan Grace? Is that her name, Jacob, before you leave? Jacob says, when are you wrapping it up? Got to go grocery shopping. Probably soon. I have 40 people watching right now, so all episodes are on Hulu. Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to check that out. Favorite movie starring a wrestler, John says. Yeah, Jordan Grace. Yeah, she's gorgeous. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Huh. I don't know. Probably Guardians of the Galaxy. If I had to pick one, Guardians of the Galaxy is probably my favorite. Um, or Guardians 2. Yeah. Yeah, that would probably be my favorite with Batista. Stuber's a good one, but I think I enjoyed Guardians a bit more than Stuber. Maria Maniac. I'm not familiar with her. Do I need to Google her? Jacob Khaleesi. Do I need to Google Maria Maniac? Jumanji. Yeah, I think for me it's Guardians. Guardians of the Galaxy. I need to rewatch Stuber. I haven't seen it since I saw an early screening of it. Um, what? What is? I need to rewatch it. I should have got the 4K um, on Black Friday and I didn't, but I have it on Blu-ray, so I'll watch it on Blu-ray. Be Cool is a good movie too. Yep. No, these are all good movies. I just, if I had to pick a favorite one, I'd say Guardians. Yes, sir. Google later. Can you text me her name so I don't forget, please? Jacob. I just hope they have food this time. Yeah, I mean, certain things are tough to find at the food store. I'm hoping, get away. I'm hoping Bridget has luck. Yeah. Um, Rock has good movies and equal amount of bad movies. Yeah. I loved how violent it was for a comedy. Yeah, it definitely it's a very hard R action comedy, and I think that Kumail and Dave Batista have great chemistry together, which made it that much more watchable. Where does Maria Maniac wrestle? Because people are saying she's good looking. What's she on? What if you don't want the cat? I'll take her. It's not my cat, man. It's Bridget's cat. I don't mind the cat. I just don't like when she bumps into the table that's holding the tripod. See, she's just staring at me now. Campia goes on about how Stuber was one of the worst of 2019. Once again, the greatest thing about movies is that everybody can have different opinions, and you can argue about movies. I mean, Crazy Joe and I go back and forth all the time because he loves certain stuff and I don't like certain stuff. And, you know, the whole Hereditary thing, which was, you know, a running joke on the live streams that Dave did. And me, him, and Joe we're all not fans. Um, did she name the cat prior to season 8 of Game of Thrones? Jacob, she named, how long? I want to say she's had Khaleesi for like 4 years, 5 years. She's had Khaleesi a while, so yes. Doesn't The Rock play the same character in every movie? No, I don't think so. Um, but yeah, it's like Greg just said. No one's opinion deserves to be attacked though on movies. That's an issue with people nowadays. I like to give people a hard time, but usually when I have a fun fact. Usually I like to, pick at people, and Joe and I go back and forth, and you guys obviously know that Crazy Joe and I are good friends. But we always go back and forth about, stuff we liked, stuff we didn't like. If a movie's not good, I will say I didn't like it, and I'll explain why I didn't like it and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, when I was watching the Star Wars movies, and you guys will see in the video I drop on Saturday. Um, when you guys see my Star Wars video that's dropping Saturday, there's a lot of controversial opinions, and I'm sure people are going to go, "You're an idiot. Like, how can you say that?" But listen, guys, I went into those movies seeing A New Hope and Solo, and I'm sure a lot of people are all like, "Oh, this he's going to have Solo as number one because Donald Glover's in it." That was my impression of Jacob. Um, but no, it's not the case. I went into those movies with an open mind. I I sat there. I watched all 11 films. There were movies in there I really liked. I didn't hate any of the movies. I ranked them anywhere from a 2.5 to a 4.5. So there weren't, it's not like I hot trashed, Return of the Jedi. I just didn't like Return of the Jedi, especially when you compare it to the other 10 movies. And a lot of people, I'm sure, are going to be like, "You're crazy, you're nuts." Somebody said something about Jumanji 3. I think it was Crazy Joe. I did not like the movie. I thought that, I won't go into spoilers, but I think a lot of the stuff that goes on in that movie is very tired. I think that it just wasn't good. I think it was too much rehash of the first movie. A lot of people have been talking about What We Do in the Shadows, and that's a show Bridget and I want to watch, but we've never seen the movie. So since I have DVD.com for a month, I actually put What We Do in the Shadows on Blu-ray at the top of my list. Come on, get down. And we're actually getting that, I think, in the mail today or tomorrow. I won't be able to watch it unless it's later at night because RJ will be here. But I'm excited to watch What We Do in the Shadows so Bridget and I can dive into them. Uh, and then, like I said, we're gonna watch the show after we watch the movies. Uh, Greg says, "Hey, you know how much I love Star Wars, but I'll admit not every one of them is gold." True, but I think my opinions on, like, the way I did the video is I basically ranked them in the order I enjoyed them. I explained my thoughts on each one. So, you know, yeah, yeah, we'll see. People are going to be up in arms. It looked too similar to Jumanji 2, which I finally just watched for the first time weeks ago. I think the first one was better. See, for me, I ranked them Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Jumanji, um, Jumanji Next Level. Florence Pugh was great. Fantastic in Midsummer. I totally agree, Blu-ray snob. Yeah, so like John said, if you're a fan of, or you follow me on Letterboxd, you guys know how I rank the movies. So that won't be a surprise, but I mean, it's just, I go into details. Back to Midsummer. That's actually a movie I'd like to get on Blu-ray when it drops in price, to rewatch. I really liked Midsummer. It's just a very tough movie to get through, but Florence Pugh's fantastic. It probably has some of the best cinematography in a horror movie I've ever seen, in my opinion. Noah's biggest actress crushes: Emma Stone, Jennifer Lawrence. What's one more? Emma Stone and Jennifer Lawrence are the ones that always jump to the top of my head. By the way, Nightingale is on Blu-ray. It's a Shout Factory release. Yeah, I think Joe Martinez had mentioned that. Man, I've been talking for an hour and a half. The throat's starting to go. Um, Once again, great movie. I recommend everybody check out The Nightingale. A highly, highly, highly violent graphic film, and B, a movie that has heavy, heavy content. I don't see me watching it again ever, but it's a good to great movie. But I don't know if I could sit through it again. What Jacob says Rosario Dawson. Interesting. Martinez Joe says Kate Beckinsale and Judy Dench. Judy Dench, huh? Interesting. An older lady. Jennifer Aniston is she still looks really good for a 50 plus year old. Scarlett Johansson is very attractive. John Hines says I saw the 91 theater and the one other person in the theater left about 30 minutes in. The first 30 minutes of the movie are tough to sit through. That's it's good, but it's tough. Blu-ray Snob says I saw the trailer because of you and now I must watch it. Well, I heard about the movie thanks to Martinez Joe. He actually was like, you need to check it out. It's fantastic. So I did, and it is a great movie. Joey Baseball, curiosity question you don't need to answer. I don't want to offend at all. He says Zendaya and Haley Steinfeld. Joey Baseball, how old are you? I get the vibe you're probably in like the age range between 16 and 25. Am I right? Am I wrong? Yeah, I'm sitting here like looking at my movies. What's her name? Oh man. Community, Glow. Why can't I think of her name? Married to Dave Franco. Married to Dave Franco. She plays Annie on Community. She would be on there. Oh wow, 30. Huh. I was wrong. Allison Brie. Yes, Allison Brie would be on there. Jacob, there's nothing wrong with being 25. I was just looking at his celebrity crushes and who he thinks some of the greatest singers of the 21st century is, and I thought he was a younger person. That was it. I was just not trying to offend, just curious. Allison Brie would be a woman crush for sure. Yes, definitely. I'm trying to think who else. Kelly Cuoco from Big Bang Theory. I'm sitting here just looking through movies and seeing like, but yeah, Emma Stone and um and Jennifer Lawrence are my top two. Definitely. I also think Beanie Feldstein's kind of cute. Not like, yeah, I think Beanie Feldstein's a cutie. That's my opinion. Danielle Fishel, of course, I don't look at her as like a movie star. But yeah, I mean Danielle Fishel, Topanga, absolutely. Kelly Kapowski, Margot Robbie's a goodie, yeah, goodie one, a good one. Anna Faris, some people I guess would dig on. J Lo, I'm not a huge fan. Aubrey Plaza, yes, John Hine, Aubrey Plaza. I think Aubrey Plaza would just be fun to hang out with. That's the other thing about Jennifer Lawrence. Not only is she gorgeous, but I think Jennifer Lawrence would be a lot of fun to hang out with. Same thing with Emma Stone. Yeah, Beanie Feldstein. That's probably one that not everybody would agree with, but I think she's cute. If you guys don't know who that is, it's Jonah Hill's sister. She's in Booksmart. So Jessica Alba, J2, J2H, Madeline Ward. Yeah, Madeline Ward's good, but kids don't Google her. If you're over 18, you're allowed to Google Madeline Ward. She played Rachel on Boy Meets World. If you're under 18, don't Google her. I'm serious. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. Don't Google Madeline Ward if you're under 18. If you're over 18, you can Google her. She was Rachel on Boy Meets World. She does stuff now. She does stuff. Yeah. Isla Fisher. Isla Fisher's another one. Jessica Chastain. Bryce Dallas Howard. I mean, Rebel Wilson. Yeah, I mean, Rebel Wilson, I get it. I'm, yeah. Oh, Jacob. Rebel Wilson just kind of annoys me, so it kind of hurts the The crush level. Let's look over at the 4Ks. Ooh, Amelia Clark. Amelia Clark? I think that's her name. Emma Roberts. Sophie Turner. Well, Marie, since you're one of a few girls who are probably in here, who are your guy crushes? I don't want you to feel left out. I mean, for me, it's Ryan Gosling. So go ahead, Marie. Come on. Who's your guy crush? Man, I've been doing this for an hour and 35 minutes. My phone's probably, yeah, 49%. Oh, text from Bridget. Yeah, I'm going to have to wrap this up. Ryan Reynolds, yeah. Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling, Justin Timberlake. This is getting weird. I didn't know how old Madeline Ward is. She older than me? I don't know. How old are you, William? Madeline Ward is older. I want to say she's older than I am. She's probably like young 40s, like early 40s. Sav, what's going on? You came back in time for me. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So, been going for like an hour and 35 minutes. Yeah, she's like 40. Joey Baseball son. She looks very good for 40. Jacob says Chris Pratt because he would appreciate a fat guy. There you go. My sister chimed in. Martin Freeman, Chris Evans, Jamie Dornan, Michael Fassbender, and Tom Hiddleston. And apparently, Joe Martinez answered for Marie and said that she likes Jason Momoa. That's why she was defending Aquaman earlier. Oh man! So we fought about. Yeah, she's your age, William. So we fought about superhero movies. Somebody paid me to watch a superhero movie, which I'll be doing the next week. We've talked about girl crushes, guy crushes. What a live stream, guys. We're an equal opportunity live stream here. Oh, Sav, that's very kind of you. You like big bearded fat guys, huh? All right. You should check out J2H then, too. Oh, that is hilarious. Crazy Joe. I get gay for Sagal and Rockwell. Someone put that on a t-shirt. Blu-ray Bullet Brit. What's going on, big guy? Long time no talk. Jacob's a big bearded beauty as well. Oh, my sister has girl crushes. Natalie Portman, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Scarlett Johansson. I knew Scarlett Johansson. You have or you don't have Blu-ray? Fun fact, my sister works for Disney down in Orlando. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, when she worked at the Starbucks in Hollywood Studios, she actually met Scarlett Johansson. If I'm not mistaken, is that a true story, Nicole? I don't want to lie. Oh, well, that's good that you don't have it, Blu-ray, Bullet Brit. Yeah, Jacob is bigger than me. He's taller than me. Jacob, I think, is built like a house. I'm like 6'2". I think Jacob is like Jacob. How tall are you? 6'4", 6'5"? Man, if Jacob and I hugged, it would be a whole lot of there'd be a whole lot of dude on dude action. I'm gonna meet Jacob one time. It's gonna happen. Didn't Disney fire all their park employees? Well, yeah. I mean, they're on furlough. Yes. She was even more beautiful in person. Nicole said. I bet. Yeah. Crazy Joe. Joe's like, I want to say he's like 6'5". Crazy Joe makes me feel small. And I am not, wow, Blu-ray Bulletproof 6'6". We're a bunch of tall, big, bearded, so, whole lot of man meat. Yeah. Crazy Joe is a big guy. Like, he is tall and just a big dude, big presence. And by the way, if you guys don't watch Crazy After Dark, I popped in for a few minutes the other night, and I gave Joe a hard time about a T-shirt that he had posted, and he went and put it on. So if you guys need to watch the Crazy Joe live stream from this week. Marie says I'm 5'4". Yeah, and then Dave is like, how tall is Dave? Like 5'8", 5'7". Dave always, like, all of us are so tall. You have Greg is 6 foot. I'm over 6 foot. Crazy Joe's over 6 foot. If Anthony's with Greg, he's like 6'6", and then Dave's like 5'6", 5'7". Jacob, he had the shirt on that he his wife made masks with, and the shirt was still salvageable. Dave is not 5'10". No way. Dave is not 5'10". Yeah, Anthony is 6'8", Greg says. He is a huge dude. So. Yeah. Well, this has been an interesting live stream, to say the least. Gary's 3 feet. I don't know how tall RJ is. RJ is pretty tall for his age. He's the tallest in his class. I know he's what do I want to say? He was tall enough to go on everything at Disney. He's at least probably like 4'8", 4'9". Yeah, RJ is very tall for his age. He's only 9 years old, so. Joe says Dave is 5'6", only slightly taller than Marie when he stood next to her. So, Blu-ray Bulletproof says, how many blues you got now? I think at last count I was over 1,900 Blu-ray. I think like 1,925. I don't know if John's kidding or not. I was just about to go in the NBA, then COVID happened. He said he's 7'10". What size shoe? I wear 14. I wear like an 11 or a 12, depending on the shoe. Jeez, 16 in cleats. Booth Babe Beth is 4'11". My wife. The suit is black, Nats. I rewatched Borat this week. Wow. Jacob's wife's tall, 5'8". All right, guys, we're going to end this when it hits an hour 50. So 6 minutes. 6 more minutes. So if you have any other questions, ask them now. Blu-ray Bulletproof has 3,600 Blu-rays. Holy crap. That is wild, man. Marie says, I dated someone 4'11". Were they a guy? John Hine, how was the rewatch of Bruno? It was as expected. Not a great movie, especially when you compare it to Borat, but I enjoy it. I don't think it'll make the shelf. Bridget had never seen it, so I told her she should watch it, and we had seen Borat, so I was curious to revisit it. It's okay, not great. Joe says he was a guy who looked like a jockey. Joey Baseball asks, my question is, how much to get Crazy Joe to watch Titanic? Crazy Joe, are you still here? How many digital movies do I have? I don't know. Maybe like 100, 150. I don't really. Occasionally, I have people hook me up with a digital movie if it's something I want to see and don't want to buy. Almost was going to do that with Cats, but I'm supposed to hopefully get it from DVD.com while I have my month trial. Which one was? Uh, Borat is the my wife guy, and Bruno is the gay fashion guy. Jacob, yes, a guy, not Peter Dinklage. 3,600. Oh my God, that is a lot. Even when he is discarding them daily. We'll never run out of stuff to watch. 3,600 Blu-rays. I mean, I have 1,900, and I feel overwhelmed with stuff I need to watch and everything. Joe must be gone, Crazy Joe, because Joey Baseball wants to know how much of a super chat to get you to watch Titanic. So if you're still here, answer. Like I said, 4 more minutes. Which movie had the naked running scene? That was Borat, where he was chasing um, the really heavy guy, and they're fighting naked. I don't do digital. Give me disc. Discarding what? It was funny. Greg says, I think I have more boutique blues than actual regular blues. So I realized the other day that I don't own any Arrow video releases because I talk about in one of my upcoming videos how I want to get the Weird Science Arrow Steelbook, but I don't own any Arrows. I own a small handful of Criterions, like 6 or 7. I own a few Shout Factories. I'm getting my first Scream Factory. Um, I just can't see spending $30 or $40 on stuff. Ryan, what's going on, bro? Yeah, Weird Science is definitely the Arrow Steelbook I want to get. If I see it, go, will I buy it? Ryan says, I can't wait to see Father Figures. It's the first thing I'm going to watch because you said it was so terrible. Brothers Grimsby has an interesting elephant scene. Yeah, it's a weird scene. That's a movie I don't own on Blu ray. I do own The Dictator, which after I rewatch probably won't stay on the shelf either. Um, yeah, I just can't see spending the money on boutique stuff. I do have some Olive Film stuff that I got cheap off of eBay. What's going on off the movie shelf? Steelbooks are my thing. I'd rather get a steelbook and spend that money than than um, than get like a boutique title, unless it's something that wasn't released. Like I have something coming from Shout Factory that Joe Martinez hooked me up with that I'm really excited about watching because not only like it was on Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray had awful video quality, and this one has great video quality, great bonus features. Um, Somebody asked John Hine if he's the one from Howard Stern show. Hit him with the Hine. So Ryan said he asked for a bunch of new releases for his birthday. That's awesome, Ryan. When's your birthday? Scream is Booth Babe Greg's biggest collection at the moment. All right, guys, we got a minute left, and I'm going. My voice is starting to go. No March review video will be recorded today. That is for sure. I'm going to not talk until Bridget gets back home. Well, I'll start wrapping things up. I want to say thank you to the two people who hooked me up with super chats today. My first super chats I've ever gotten on here. So thank you. So thank you for that. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you to John Hine for sending over 750. I will be watching this now in the next week. Man of Steel got pushed up to the top of my list of stuff to watch. Joe Martinez says, "Give this guy some likes." Uh, this went longer than anyone thought. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to go live for 2 hours today. Ryan's birthday is April 23rd. If you guys don't subscribe to the Movie King Ryan 23, go ahead and give him a sub. When are you watching Man of Steel? Sometime this week. I'm going to check it out, Jacob. Nicole says, drink some water, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. You too. Everybody stay safe out there. Stay positive. I'm going to keep trying to do these live streams once or twice a week. With RJ here next week, it might not be as easy, although, maybe. Maybe I'll try to pop on one day next week. I'll try to watch Man of Steel before I pop on. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chats. It's very thoughtful. Thank you. I know he's not in here anymore, but Hunting with Hammer. No. Collecting with Hammer. Hooked me up. He sent me stuff from my Amazon wish list, which was amazing. He said it got delayed. It won't be here till the end of April, early May. But thank you for sending me stuff off the wish list. It's the first thing somebody has gotten from me off my wish list. So it's very exciting. Everybody's saying stay safe. You'll see it. Stay safe, guys. Watch movies. Take care of each other. Enjoy the time with your family. I keep doing these because of the situation we're in. I feel like it's good to just hang out and talk. Today we talked about superhero movies, guy crushes, girl crushes, all sorts of stuff. So it was fun. It was a good time. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for sticking around and watching. Thanks for all the support. New videos coming this Saturday. Star Wars, the ranking. It'll be controversial, I'm sure, but it's coming. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. As always, man, it is starting to go. Until next, the live stream cut out. Thank you, guys, as always. Until next time, who's down to movie? Jump scare! Oh, 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 that was awesome. I killed myself. Yeah. I jump scared you guys. Woo, 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 woo. Jump scare. Jump scare. Jump scare. Jump scare. See you guys.